What if survival meant returning to the wilderness, but this time with someone else's life depending on you? That's the premise of The River, the second book in Gary Paulsen's Brian Saga. In audiobook form, the tension, raw emotion, and vivid natural detail are magnified, immersing listeners in Brian's return to the wild. The story begins with Brian Robeson, the teenage boy who survived alone in the Canadian wilderness after a plane crash in Hatchet. Now back home, he is approached by government officials who want him to demonstrate survival techniques for research. Brian reluctantly agrees, but insists on returning to the wilderness with only minimal supplies. The audiobook captures Brian's thoughtful, determined voice, making listeners connect with his blend of resilience, caution, and maturity. The central conflict emerges when Brian and Derek Holtzer, a government psychologist accompanying him, set out into the wild. Unlike Brian, Derek is inexperienced, and when disaster strikes, Derek suffers a severe injury. Brian must rely on his survival skills not just for himself, but to save Derek's life. The audiobook emphasizes the tension of these challenges, weaving themes of responsibility, courage, and ingenuity. As Brian builds shelters, finds food, and navigates rivers, he faces the immense pressure of keeping Derek alive while racing against time. The audiobook conveys the emotional weight of these struggles, balancing thrilling survival details with heartfelt lessons about perseverance and compassion. The climax builds when Brian decides their only hope is to raft downriver to reach help. The journey is perilous. Storms, exhaustion, and uncertainty threaten them at every turn. The audiobook delivers this turning point with intensity, underscoring themes of determination, sacrifice, and the will to survive. The resolution leaves listeners both relieved and inspired. Brian's journey affirms that true strength lies not only in survival skills, but in the courage to protect others. His return to the wilderness shows that resilience is not just about enduring hardship, but about rising to responsibility. At its core, The River is about survival, responsibility, and the bond between humans in crisis. Gary Paulsen blends gripping adventure with emotional storytelling, reminding us that the wilderness tests not only skill, but heart. This audiobook isn't just survival fiction. It's a character-driven tale of resilience, ingenuity, and hope.